Welcome to the two-part series talking about one of my most favorite topics to talk about, and that is confidence. Both as teachers and as students, we are going to run into this idea of confidence. Whether you are struggling to teach confidence to your students or you are struggling as an instructor to have confidence teaching in front of a class, this is going to help you be more prepared in standing up in front of a class and teaching what you are good at, and also to help those students who are feeling a little bit doubtful about where they're at in their dance journey. And so we are going to dig into this a little bit more into this week's episode and also next week's episode. I'm very excited, so here we go. Hi, I'm Lorraine Keating, and welcome to Dance Teacher Pep Talk, where we talk about tips, tricks, and hacks to making our classes more positive and bringing joy to our students. Hello, everyone. So here we go. Let's dig in. Building confidence in dancers, small wins, and big impact. This is our first topic of our two-part series. So as we know, confidence can surely shift how a dancer views themselves. And so I'm not talking about stage presence or someone who's naturally outgoing. I'm really talking about that deep, steady belief that dancers carry within themselves that says, I can do this, even when things get tough. And so confidence just doesn't come from perfection. It's really built through progress, reflection, and bouncing back from hard moments. So it's really built in the quiet wins, the little breakthroughs, and the way we as teachers respond when our dancers struggle. So let's get real. Our students face a lot. So they go through technique frustration, they go through performance anxiety, fear of failure, mistakes in front of their peers, not getting cast in a part that they wanted, or simply battling that voice inside their head that says, I'm not good enough. Does that sound familiar? I know I dealt with a lot of those things growing up. But here's the thing, those struggles aren't a sign that something's wrong. They really are a part of the journey, and we as teachers have the power to help our students face those moments and come out stronger on the other side. So how do we do that? Confidence grows when we combine two things. First, reflection, and second, resilience. In my first two videos, we really talk about how reflection gives students the tools to evaluate their experience. And then also my second video, resilience helps them bounce back when things don't go as planned. When students can do both, reflect and recover, they start building real confidence. So how do we teach that in the classroom, in our everyday practice setting? First, we have to celebrate the small wins. When a student finally points their foot in a combination they've been really struggling with, or hold their balance just a second longer, say something like, that was awesome, or great job, great work. No matter what, celebrate the small moments. Confidence is built in tiny victories that often go unnoticed. Second, normalize mistakes. Try something like a mistake of the day shout out or something. Not to embarrass anyone, but to simply celebrate the learning. If a student says, I kept falling out of my turns and they're getting frustration, you can respond with, amazing. That means you're pushing yourself and you're growing. And yes, it helps when we model ourselves. We're not perfect as instructors. Show dancers that even teachers mess up sometimes, and it's not the end of the world. I screw up my dancers' names all the time, or I stumble over my words. Change the way that we talk about ourselves and change the way that they talk about themselves. It's a small shift with a huge impact. Confidence starts with a language. Another idea that you could try is do simple confidence challenges. Have dancers practice walking across the floor with eye contact, that's really hard, and posture, or create a confident entrance routine. You can even do a journal notebook where they write down one thing that they did well each week. Those consistent reminders stack up. Structure also helps. A predictable, safe environment helps students relax, and when they feel secure, they're more willing to take risks. Create a safe environment in your classroom. Confidence can start to flourish, and don't underestimate the power of peer support. Let your students encourage each other, whether that's partner shout-outs or applause circles. When they learn to lift each other up, they also start seeing the good in other people and themselves. Confidence isn't a one-time lesson. It's something we build over time through repetition, intention, and care. And the best part is confidence they build in dance spills over into every part of their lives. I'd love to hear from you. What's something that you do in your classroom to help your students build confidence? This is such a big thing that we need to teach our students. So drop it in the comments and I might include it in part 2 of this series, where we will certainly be talking about confidence from the teacher's perspective. Because yes, dance teachers also need confidence too. So if you want a little extra support, I created a free confidence builder checklist for you, and that you can download and use it in your class. It's filled with practical things you can start incorporating right away to build more confidence in your students and in your classroom culture. So make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with other dance instructors who might need a little bit more confidence and who might need to hear it as well. We're building strong, resilient, and confident dancers together. So I'm really excited for next week to see you in part 2, which is building confidence in yourself as a dance instructor. Remember, as always, you glow, you are good at doing hard things. You make an impact to your students, and go ahead and teach with confidence this week and incorporate those small wins into your classrooms. Be quick to point them out and don't be afraid to talk about them with your students. I will see you next time.